What's good, Commanders fans? A happy Friday Eve. I won't keep you guys too long on this video. I know I say that every time. But Michael Gallup has been officially signed. They did bring him in for a workout last week. I already talked about Michael Gallup a decent amount in the last video. So we know this is a familiar face. We've seen this guy for many, many years in Dallas, a couple of years in Dallas. He is 29 years old, he was on the Raiders, retired last year, 6', 198 pounds. Third round pick out of Colorado State. More of a number 2 receiver, number 3. At this stage, he's probably like a number 4, number 5, kind of similar to Jamison Crowder for the most part. But Michael Gallup had a 1,000-yard season one time in 2019. I get it, it's 6 years ago. And it is similar to the Martavis Bryant signing, a former Cowboy. Does Michael Gallup make the roster? They did bring back Noah Brown. They brought back KJ Osborne. Luke McCaffrey's coming back, of course. They brought in Deebo Samuel. So now the receiver room is Terry, Deebo, Noah Brown, Luke McCaffrey, KJ Osborne. That's 5. And then now Michael Gallup. OZ left. So that's 6 right there. That's 6 receivers right there. And then you got Bryson Tremaine and Mitchell Tinsley on the practice squad. And Jamison Crowder is still a free agent, I believe, right now. So that probably is your 6 receivers. If they decide to draft a guy, then yeah, Michael Gallup probably will be released. But I mean, this is the second guy that we've signed that came out, that retired and came back. Eddie Coleman did that. Or yeah, I think it was Eddie Coleman who did that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Eddie Coleman was the guy that retired and came back. Same thing with Martavis Bryant, who did that last year. And that's not a knock. It's not a bad thing. Like, I mean, it does cause for concern when guys retire. Do they really still they want to play football? Seems like he does. He did go in for a workout, I believe, with the Seahawks last week as well, after he left our workout. But Michael, he's a decent player. I mean, Jaden has come and really resurrected careers or lit a fire under careers or revived careers. Zach Ertz. Austin Eckler, people were talking about he was washed and he looked darn good last year. He made an All-Pro as a kick returner. Zach Ertz was really good. He had 600-something yards. He was our second leading receiver. Who else? Jamison Crowder had some good moments. OZ last year didn't have a good year with the Eagles before he came. Then his career was revived. Now he got a new deal with the Bears, so he got paid. De'Ami Brown looked like he was going to be close to be on the DC Defenders. And his career got revived and revitalized. Now he has a nice deal with the Tennessee Titans for $10 million per year. So a lot of guys need to be thanking Jaden Daniels for getting them paid and giving them an opportunity to get the football. Like OZ against the Eagles, the 2-touchdown game, that really helped him a lot. And then De'Ami in the playoffs, man. Jaden throwing that bomb to him against Detroit. So Michael Gallup could be the next guy up to get paid and be the beneficiary of playing. Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, Michael Gallup will be battling for a spot. He had 500 yards his rookie year, 1,000 receiving yards his sophomore year, 843 yards in 2020, and then after that it went downhill. 2021, 445 receiving yards, 424 receiving yards in 2022. 2023, 418 receiving yards, which is more than what De'Ami Brown had last year in the regular season. He did have a season in 2019 with 6 touchdowns. That's the 1,000-yard season. And then 2020, he had 5 receiving touchdowns. So, I mean, Michael Gallup, catch percentage has been decent, 59% in 2023 as well. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like I said, at best, he'll be wide receiver number 4 or 5, really behind Luke. I mean, he may battle Luke and get more snaps just like OZ did and Noah Brown. And we have KJ Osborne still on the team, too. And he didn't really do much. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with Michael Gallup. Like I said, similar to Martavis Bryant, I'm intrigued to see if he does make the roster. I'm intrigued to see what he does in training camp. He's always been a solid route runner, very reliable hands, was a good target next to CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper for a couple of years. So, we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, as always, Health Commanders. Peace. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say one thing. I will say. So, Elijah Moore is still a free agent. They decided not to go after him. Could they have gone after him? That probably would have been the better option. It is what it is. They can still draft a guy. Amari Cooper is somebody that I really, really like. I know people on the radio say Keenan Allen, but I kind of knew that wasn't going to happen. But Amari Cooper is a guy that I did want to see them sign. It's so funny that Stephon Diggs is still a free agent. That's interesting, too. But I think we're good with the receiving core that we have right now. It's definitely an upgrade from last year, but I really wanted to see them go after Amari Cooper. Elijah Moore would have been a good option there, too, instead of just going with a guy that that retired for a year and came back similar to Martavis Bryant. But all right, you guys, as always, Healthy Commanders. Peace.